record and now snap.
It's fine. Whatever.
You snap it. There you go.
There you go.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Tech Guy, Some Guy podcast. My name is Carlos, alongside with
Rod.
and
Omo.
And we're just a bunch of tech guys talking pop culture, tech news with random rants in between.
We're back from our 2-week hiatus.
Accidental hiatus. I was working way too hard, and I couldn't talk to any of these guys because I was scared of getting any spoilers from Infinity War.
Because we spoil stuff all the time.
I was very paranoid that it might have happened. That's all I'm saying. But I might as well get that one out of the bag because we're already in a good momentum about it.
You want to start there? But all the way at the bottom still, though.
You still don't have access to things, right?
Huh?
You still don't have access to the notes?
I have no
You know what? Let's just start. Okay, so we're going to start with Infinity War is the greatest war ever. Since World War
It says the greatest war. Yeah. We knew that. We knew it was going to hit $1 billion. Easy.
Yeah, easy.
Well, it broke the record because it did it in 11 days. And,
and
it hasn't even premiered in China yet. So,
nope.
Omar, what
you
you
think?
think?
The $2 billion mark.
What you think? Did you
2.5 and 2.7.
What you think? Scale 1 to 10. How much you liked it?
I like it. It's definitely a 10. I mean, there's some shortcoments, but it's to be expected. With
I can't give it a 10. I'll give it a 9. I like it. It's very, very, very close to being a perfect movie.
Yeah, I mean, 10 doesn't necessarily make you a perfect movie. It just makes you a very round, interesting, great movie.
That's true.
A perfect movie would be like, the 10 plus, where it's like you can't find anything wrong with it.
There's
There's
wrong with
very little wrong with it. And it's not really it's wrong with it. It's that it's rushed. But you have so many people
right.
that to give everybody their own timeline,
right.
And make it like a 17-hour movie,
right.
which you can't. So that's my only issue with it.
Okay, Rod, what's yours? You liked it?
Yeah, I loved it.
Okay, scale 1 to 10.
7.
7. Oh, damn.
Ooh,
okay.
So you got some critiques, all right?
No,
it's great, but I could see why it's not going to be for everybody. What am I doing?
I have no idea. What the hell are you doing with your...
See what happens when, you guys have to do this.
This is why we set up for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you give it. I give it a 9. I think there was like I said. I think the pacing was a little rushed because they didn't have much of a choice.
Yeah, you have to. You have so many characters, so many worlds colliding.
It really was.
Either it's a trilogy or you rush the shit out of it.
Exactly. That I agree. I think the movie. We're gonna have to drop some spoilers. Warning now.
It's been 2 weeks. If you haven't seen
2
the movie
weeks.
now, we don't give a fuck.
Seriously.
Yeah, we stopped.
The movie was absolutely nuts. Everybody, like pretty much half of the universe died.
Yeah.
Thanos like relaxed at the end, chilling. It was so.
It was technically Thanos the farmer.
Yeah, Thanos. You know what? In the end, this is a movie where the bad guy wins. Period. That's pretty much it. A lot of people unexpectedly
he views himself as the good guy.
Yeah, that's true. Did you expect Loki to die?
Oh yeah, I called it.
Yeah,
I called it.
I think, right?
I was like, he's out of here. I hear him doing interviews talking about he would like to play something else. I'm like,
I was open to the concept once I started seeing like the first 5 minutes. Yeah, he's not gonna make it through this.
Yeah, me too.
He's like,
now whether he comes back, I don't know if he comes back or not. That's the thing.
You know
no
what?
Resurrections.
I liked how they set up Thanos
for him.
Well, that's what Thanos said. No resurrection because he rested. Basically,
Loki's resurrected.
Loki died when he fell off the Rainbow Bridge at the end of first Thor.
Yes.
So Thanos brought him back. That's why he's like, no resurrections this time. Yeah. That's why he looked like he hadn't slept in like 20 years. And Avengers like, yo, this isn't even Loki. That's why, he's only been like that for that one time.
The thing I really liked about the movie was the setup of Thanos and how to instantly establish him as the one guy that nobody can mess with. By having Hulk fight him at the very beginning, and Thanos just goes to town on him. I love that because it was an instant setup. You know he's a bad guy. You know he has his evil thoughts. But how powerful is he? They immediately threw the strongest guy they have, and he whooped his ass. But you know what I'm saying?
We thought it was. I think it's now. He's now the second.
Yeah. Now he's definitely the second.
After Thor.
Because that was
when Thor came in Wakanda.
He just like.
I mean, fuck all that. He opened his own Bifrost bridge.
Yeah, for real. And he's a goddamn god. So like.
Well, now I don't know what.
Now he's a true guy. Odin would be proud.
Would be proud, definitely. You know what? That part right there, the Wakanda battle, was insane. I'm sorry. That was.
Say the least.
Yeah, it was great.
That was great. That was really, really good.
Oh, yeah.
I can't think of anything really bad to say except the pacing was too intense.
Yeah, I mean that's why I gave it it's a great movie. It's gonna last
Did you expect Gamora to die? I didn't.
I called it.
You called that one?
Well,
It said Soul Stone needs a sacrifice.
Needs a sacrifice.
The moment they said that, I was like, all right, someone's going. Oh, he's going to get it.
No.
Like,
even Red Skull saw it. Apparently, she was the last to get it.
Red Skull's like, why is he crying? Why is he crying?
Red Skull's like, I've been here the whole time. You talking about me?
No, Resco was like, he definitely don't like me.
He's like, he's not crying, he's mourning. And then it's like,
yeah. That, like, you know what's funny? I was with my wife, and she didn't see that coming.
You know, but
when she was
I
like,
didn't see
when
it
she was
coming
like,
either.
he's mourning.
Thanos doesn't strike me as a person
Who loved?
Who loves anything other than his power.
Know him. We got to know him within these two hours.
From the comic books, he's never struck me as somebody who gave a fuck about anything or anyone.
Well, yeah.
With the exception of his love interest.
He always had a reason. He always had a reason behind something.
Everything was calculated. It wasn't because of love or emotion. It was because of calculation. This chess piece, I'm going to need it in the future.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping it.
No, the whole Lady Death thing.
That's Lady Death. Like she's
that was her stringing him along.
Yeah, I like.
Thanks, sucker. I wasn't really gonna give you any, but thanks for that.
Yeah, but I'm saying besides her, you know, she's like the only other being that was created with Infinity Stones. So it's like okay.
I remember, in the comic books, Thanos really hates Deadpool. Did you ever hear about this? Did you know this one?
Deadpool with the Thanos helicopter.
No. Lady Death met Deadpool because she finds him intriguing because he also cannot die. So Lady Death started crushing on Deadpool, and Thanos is like, "Hold up, you're supposed to love me."
Like I've been courting you for millennia.
I've been destroying universes for you. Why are you liking that guy?
He said he's a sex toy, trying to be a hero.
Are you surprised that he wasn't in this?
Who?
Deadpool.
No. There's no way they're gonna.
No, they couldn't do that.
The problem,
not here.
The problem is the Deadpool that is in the movies right now. There's no way they could put him and PG-13 him in the Marvel universe.
Oh, they never put it in.
I wouldn't say that.
How? They can't.
They
the
can
way
beat the
they
shit
have
out
Deadpool
you
set
can
up.
have him dance the line.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll dance the line.
Do all those sexual innuendos.
They'll get that
if you're saying that he's gonna dance the line, it's gonna be such a fine dance, bro. It's gonna have to be like a crazy waltz.
Yeah,
Orchestrated
but
ballet.
You can't. There's too much. There's too much already in play to throw him or anybody else in.
Right.
Maybe even the next one. I'm not sure because I already kind of. I'm watching a lot of videos, a lot of interviews. I'm kind of seeing what's going on. I kind of have an idea
There's rumors
of what
of people,
the next one is going to be or how it's going to go. But we'll save that.
Avengers 4, you mean?
Yeah, Avengers 4. But we'll get there once we finish dissecting.
No, you got to understand. There's going to be people brought in that we haven't seen yet because half of the Marvel Universe is gone, and they're gonna need another half to take out Thanos. One way or the other. So they're gonna have to bring in reinforcements.
Yeah, they're gonna as crazy as
they
it
might
sounds.
be reinforcements we haven't seen yet. But
Ant-Man and Wasp is definitely.
Ant-Man and Wasp.
They're gonna have to bring Miss Marvel, which is already.
I mean, it's already
what
stated.
What else did they say they're gonna do?
Hawkeye. Yes.
They say you're gonna actually have a decent role, like
they don't have a role, but they don't have much of a choice.
Like
now.
he's doing something, not like he's. I don't know. He's doing something.
Oh, what's
important?
There's rumors, nothing in stone about Nova coming back or kind of.
the Nova Corps.
Yeah.
Well,
Nova Corps is dead because Thanos destroyed the planet.
They're working on Nova.
Right. What I think, because you notice that they what was the name of that planet?
The Nova planet.
Yeah. Oh God. Well, they
bypassed it.
Yeah.
You see purple, you like. Oh.
Yeah, you already know where the stone came from.
Right, but he mentioned it like it's already been destroyed. What I think. And it's kind of $5 says this is exactly what's going to happen. They're going to the movie of Miss Marvel is going to take place between going back to the 90s, showing her origin, and flash forwarding to the battle of that planet where she's going to help try to defend it. I bet you that's the only way, because then they'll be able to connect her beef with Thanos as well. And then that'll be able to follow it up as well. I think it's going to happen.
Why Nick Fury need to text her, hey, we need you. She would already know Thanos is out there. She would already be on his tail.
Yeah, that's true too.
So, I don't know.
Well, he probably didn't know. Maybe Nick Fury didn't know that she was already doing her thing.
But just know that we're going to be introduced to some characters we haven't seen just because.
Right. Adam Warlock is another one we're talking about. Adam Warlock.
They're not going to bring him in.
They said it.
He's
Guardians
too
3.
big of a.
Guardians 3 is where he's going to. When is that scheduled for release? Do you know? Anybody know that one?
Maybe
next year.
They probably shoot it.
They're shooting it. Yeah. They start shooting.
Did they announce who's gonna play Adam Warlock?
Nah. I don't think they got far. I don't think they're that far along.
Wait, Rocket's
a raccoon.
Right?
Rocket's alive.
He's a trash panda.
He's stupid.
Oh, you call him Wise Rabbit?
He's stupid.
Space Rabbit.
All right, so we don't say all days Infinity Wars. Who your heartbreaks and your like nominations for best superhero, worst superhero? What was villains? Go ahead.
I liked what they did with Peter Parker in this movie.
Yeah, Peter Parker.
I like the Spidey suit. They actually got the Iron Spider in.
It
which
didn't do anything, but it
right.
looked cool.
Yeah,
well, it had the legs. The legs helped him a couple times.
Yeah, that's the thing. The Iron Spider suit had the legs in the comic book. That's why I was like, that was a very accurate suit.
Helped him out a couple times.
It was a very accurate suit. That's why I was like, damn, they actually did.
I like the homage to the aliens in that movie.
Did you see that movie? That old movie with the aliens?
Yeah.
That was actually good. Actually, yeah, like Thanos' henchmen, they were really good.
Really good.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so?
I liked them. I liked them.
Ebony Maw was dope.
Yeah.
Dude, Ebony Maw was ridiculous.
Black Order
and the girl. And the girl. The other two sucked.
They almost got killed at the beginning.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, it's true.
The girl, I liked the girl. I liked the way they made her look. They made her talk, her performance, everything. I'm not saying she was a great fighter. She got her.
But they ran out of budget on her.
At points when they had their close-ups, it looked like it almost looked like it was like an animation, like kind of like at certain close-ups. There was a couple close-ups that I would have been like, you should probably stay on the line.
Ebony Maw got all that budget.
Ebony Maw was.
He looked good though. He looked good.
You know what? Even Ebony Maw's fights at with Iron Man and Spider-Man in New York, where he was just standing there and just
floating, throwing cars.
Yo, that was ridiculous. That was really, really. You got to see the damn movie.
Yeah.
You haven't seen the movie.
Go see the movie.
You seen the meme? It's a meme of Wong going. It's a picture of Wong going into a portal. He's like, "Oh, you're about to fight Thanos? That's crazy."
He's like, "Yeah, I'll see y'all later."
In his defense,
he had to protect the Phantom.
He does.
Just him and Strange. Everybody else is dead.
Yeah, pretty much. So like one of them has to survive.
Actually, thinking about that, if you think about it, if there's probably gonna be a Doctor Strange sequel, obviously.
It's already in the works.
So the question is, where they're gonna pick it off from? You know what I mean?
And that's a question for all of them. Some people were saying that the next Guardians of the Galaxy might be before the Infinity Wars, not after.
So they could keep Gamora in there.
And because she might not come back. Another rumor is that everybody who died before he snapped his finger might not come back.
So Gamora's coming back.
You think? Yeah, is that confirmed?
Soul.
Because of the Soul Stone.
It's the soul.
Yeah. Because her soul's trapped in the Soul Stone because
but her body got thrown off a mountain, bro.
Yeah, bodies to be. Yeah, come on. Vision is in the body. He's still around.
Yeah, he'd come back.
Wait, talking about Vision, right? Did you hear?
He was a pussy the whole.
But do you think he's gonna come back as the White Vision?
Yeah.
He has to.
You know what I'm talking about? In the comic book,
he already
faded
white.
Yeah. In the comic book, like there was a Vision returning that had no personality, was all robotic, and he was all white. So when I saw that, I was like,
he was like vanilla custard.
Well, it's gonna be that Vision because when they did their backup in Wakanda, they're just gonna put it back on the table.
That's what I think.
Yeah. Call it a day.
Far she got. Yeah.
I like how they did the Wakanda setup too. I like that. Where they were like, yo, we need to get the White Wolf. This is the situation.
I told you he was a White Wolf. He kept denying it to me for like months.
I said that. He's the White Wolf, but will he be the White Wolf? But after watching Infinity War, I think he will because he's like, I love this place. I was like, oh yeah, he's not going anywhere. He's like, fuck you, America. I'm staying here.
That's why he pulled the most death.
Yeah. Well, he came back eventually, but eventually, definitely. Cap shields were trash. I'm like, boo.
Yeah, I didn't like that shield.
They look cool, but they did nothing.
Thor was definitely my hero.
The guy that came in and just like,
MVP.
listen.
Yeah, definitely MVP.
And it was like, oh shit, retreat. He was like,
nobody leaves.
Nobody's leaving.
Nobody's leaving. I'm crashing your fucking ships. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking pay the price today.
Yo, he pulled the Sonny and Bronx set. He was like, now you just can't leave.
Man, you can't leave. Yeah.
That was dope though. The way when he arrived.
The way he fucked up Thor, Thor was like, oh fuck.
Yo.
I mean, not Thor, Thanos.
He almost got him.
When he got Stormbreaker in the chest.
If he would have gone for the head, he would have definitely gotten him.
Yeah, that's what he even said. He was like, you should have gone for my head, bro. Boom. I was like, oh.
But I knew Thor wasn't one of the ones he's going to be able to take out because he was like, he's a god.
Well, after Ragnarok, you start to see the upgrade finally because Thor in like the first two movies,
he wasn't much of a god. Now he's a big deal.
For comic book guys who knew about the snap of the finger and everything like that, we kind of saw that coming. Just kind of like with Bane breaking Batman's back kind of thing. Sylvia, my wife, she doesn't read comic books. She knew nothing.
It was like, oh,
she knew nothing.
I knew they were gonna lose.
Yeah. Let me tell you, bro, that part where he goes, you should have gone for her head. She literally was like, what?
Boo.
And she was like, what just happened? I'm like,
that same thing Thor said. What did you do? What did you do? He's like, here's your ex. Gotta go.
Yeah. But the strange thing is that you notice that the gauntlet was damaged, right?
The gauntlet is damaged.
Completely.
The gems are fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we going to Avengers 4 predictions?
I'm gonna go to that.
Why not?
Because it's damaged. He can't wear it as comfortably as he can.
maybe as long as he can, right?
Yeah. So like maybe that's gonna be easier to get it off of him now because he might not be holding.
Well, for my thing is the gauntlet is damaged. He can't. The gems are still there. He can still use them, but he can't. They're not at full potential.
Yeah.
So
and that alpha is not gonna help him fucking make it again.
No.
No.
There was already a second one there. Y'all remember?
That was a mode. That was a mode.
The second gauntlet? Yeah, but he got the thing running. He can easily make it again.
He didn't. They only got ready for Stormbreaker. Because remember, Thor had to keep it open.
Oh yeah, that's
and I guarantee you, Thanos will not pull the Thor.
No, but Thor can go back and do it again. They're gonna have to.
Oh, Thor can. Oh yeah, Thor can go back and do it again. Yeah.
Another gauntlet.
Yeah. Thor can definitely go back and do it again.
Tony's gonna wear Cap. Somebody gonna have to take the Soul Stone bite. And that's how they redo it, and then some other sacrifices.
Yeah, because that thing, like,
I think all the OGs
for people who didn't know about the movie or how it ended. I think it was great. Like, I saw it with somebody who's not into comic books like that. When she saw that ending and everyone started disappearing, and she was like, "Wait, what's going on? What's going on?" Grew and everybody
should have been like, "Oh, it's rewinding."
And then the end when you just see Thanos just sitting down looking at the sun and smiling, and then it ended. She was like, No, that ending sucks. No, I was like,
did she stay for the end credits?
Yeah, okay. She was like, Carlos, what happened? I'm like,
you have to wait till like 2019.
I literally told her, I was like, babe, he lost. Like they lost. Yeah. Period. Thanos won.
What do y'all think about the before we move on, the whole rewinding time to get the mind stone?
I loved it.
He was like, it's cool. Go ahead.
I loved it.
You finished? All right.
You know what I loved about that? Because I think for me, that might be my favorite minute and a half in the whole movie. Just because there's Thanos at his ultimate potential, knocking everybody the hell out. Period.
Except Thor.
Except Thor.
We didn't get there yet.
Except Thor. But that was the part where everybody tried to jump him. He was just boom, 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 knocking him out, throwing him into mountains and everything. And then at the very end, it looks like, damn, they won. He's like, no, bro. Give me that. Bah! That was awesome.
I think for me, the least favorite superhero was Star-Lord.
Yes. I definitely could agree.
I didn't.
You think so?
I'm not saying I agree with his the fact that they lost because of him.
It was because of it. It was mostly because of it.
This is part of the plan.
It was part of the plan, but still, that's a thick move.
I was about to ask.
Is
that your one prediction? Because that was kind of mine too.
No, I think the one prediction wasn't so much that Star-Lord fucked up, but that.
But he had to give him
that Stark had to live.
Yeah.
He knew that's why he gave him.
Because remember.
Because that's the only outcome we saw was a victory with Stark in it. So
right.
He had to be in it.
Right. And I think that's why he had to do it. Right.
He has to fix things. That's why he's like, I dreamed of you too, Tony.
I like the fact that Doctor Strange went forward in time and kept on going and reviewed it 14 million times. He saw 14 million scenarios and there was only one win. And for everything to happen the way it was and for Doctor Strange allowing for Thanos to give him, he was like, that's part of your win. Yeah. So what the hell is it? That's the big question mark that a lot of people need to
that's what we'll
figure
see.
out.
Yeah.
That's what Avengers 4 is about.
Doctor Strange doing
ham with his magic.
Good stuff.
Yeah, he definitely went ham with that shit.
You didn't get a chance.
No.
He literally just
learned it.
Role.
This is 2 years later.
He's like, whoa. Ragnarok, he's doing all this other stuff.
Now
this one's like, oh.
Yeah.
He's doing everything. I understand why he has fucking time stuff.
I love it. By that time, he really was.
I'm looking at this, I'm like, what the fuck is Mordo supposed to do against you? He didn't do half the shit.
Well, what does Mordo is able to do now as well? That's the other question. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's probably going to make a pact with whoever the villain is.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. I mean, but the thing is that if you saw Doctor Strange and what he was able to do in this one, insane. Like, so, I mean, for me, my opinion.
He hit him with the bands of Sidorak.
Yo, you notice that?
For real.
Look, he hit him with. The interesting thing about the bands of Sidorak, it actually places the Sidorak crystal in the Marvel Universe. Did you catch that? The bands of Sidorak is the same thing as part of the gem.
It's the gem that powers Juggernaut.
It's the gem that powers Juggernaut in the comic books. So I'm like, you acknowledge that it's there.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to try to throw mutants in there now? That's what I want to know.
Well, wait, that's addressed the rumors because it's been
Comcast
rumored that
might fuck shit up.
I doubt it.
I don't know.
I know they ain't got more money than Mouse.
No, not that they'll have. They might get investors to give them another $10 billion to entice them. But honestly, Fox, the Murdochs, they know that Comcast can't do half as much as fucking Disney would do.
Exactly.
with them.
They
Exactly.
would fuck it up.
Exactly.
They would fuck it up, and they'd rather give it to sell all their interest to somebody who can make more money because they're gonna still hold 30% of Fox, 20th Century Fox. Somebody who's gonna make more money than a company who's had to start from scratch and figure it all out and losing money, and then at the end they're gonna be regretting the decision they ever made, regardless of the $60 billion plus or not. So, yeah, I don't think for whatever Comcast is trying to do, I think it's not gonna happen.
It's useless. Yeah, it's just
because even if they give it $10 billion, honestly, if I was the Murdochs, I'd be like, look, I'm gonna give these to a pro, they're forming their own fucking gauntlet. You know what I'm saying?
Work out a deal where you get some money on the back end where it's worth the while, rather than give it to somebody.
Exactly.
Fuck it up.
Because the thing is that you guys can make a really crappy movie and make good quick money, or you could actually back off, still make money, and let someone else handle
Marvel
it,
handle the universe,
and have a movie that can be listed as one of the classics of all time.
Because they're gonna be able to go back and redo everything. Fantastic Four, X-Men, they're gonna be able
that's what I'm saying.
Go back to do all that shit.
Right, because this is the thing, though. Right now, Marvel has found the formula. They have found exactly the right amount of humor, the right amount of drama, the right amount of action to give you a good movie. But the problem with that is that it's also going to be giving you what is that? Hold up. Someone coming in? It's me. Oh, okay. Hold on one second. Just have a seat real quick. No, it's okay. Sit down. It's okay. Oh,
you get stitches?
one of my fellow artists came here broken today.
Uh-oh.
What the hell did you do? Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
Go.
Okay.
Oh, damn, you already pressed play and everything.
No, we didn't stop.
Oh, you're just going to cut it
We're
up?
talking about Wakanda, right? What were you talking about? You were talking. You were saying something.
Okay. I know, yeah. No. The thing that I have a problem, that I think they need to incorporate when it comes to like the X-Men, Fantastic Four and everything like that, they need to incorporate it in a way where it will be seamlessly blended into the universe.
I think they can.
I definitely think they will. The problem is that will they do it without the influence of the other studios? That's what they need to work on. You know what I mean? Like if the studios are really are giving them all these rights, they better give them all these rights without no stipulations.
I don't think they have, because they'll own the studio, so whatever rights Disney owns them outright.
Right. I mean, look at what when Sony gave the rights to Marvel for Spider-Man. Look how they seamlessly did it. How they seamlessly put Spider-Man into the universe without any major issues. That's how they need to do it. They need to the other studios need to say, here you go.
But I mean that addresses an issue, or not an issue, a rumor of people saying Wolverine might be in Avengers 4.
I hope not. Well, I hope so, but I hope they don't use Hugh Jackman. I hope they don't.
I mean, I'm with you. I love Hugh Jackman as an actor. He wasn't my favorite casting for
right. And I think they need to just be like, listen, that Wolverine is that Wolverine. Here's this Wolverine.
See, he did.
Because the other thing you got to think about is like Sony kept some of the rights for some of Spider-Man's villains. That's why here's a perfect segue. Here's why the Venom trailer is out now, right?
How dare you talk about bullshit? Go ahead. No, it was off the phone. Go ahead.
But like you see what the example is. Like now Sony has that. Is Sony gonna say put that Venom into the Marvel universe? It
doesn't really matter at the end because the hierarchy is still Disney. And if they want it, they'll be like, you Sony, open your hand. You Marvel, grab it, run. Yeah. Basically, the way I just described it.
Disney's on its way. Disney's on its way right now where they can't control so much. They control the big stuff now.
And that's fine. I mean, that just means somebody else is going to have to create new big stuff. That's like true. You have Image Comics nobody's touched yet, and they did some great, amazing, horrific. Iconic.
Icon would be a good one. Oh, a good character.
Yeah, I mean, there's no shortage. It's just.
Milestone.
Yeah.
Milestone.
Oh, he said Image? Oh, I'm sorry.
But still, I mean.
Tom McFarlane's trying to get this second Spawn movie running. We'll see.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the comic books and the stories, they're there. You know, I mean, if DC gets their shit together, they might be competitors, but they definitely have to do a whole fucking reboot. They're gonna have to go and reset the Nintendo, be like, through reset and go back to game.
Damn, completely. Yeah. You think a complete reset's in the cards better?
It's gonna have to, because right now there's too much bitter taste lingering in people's mouths from whatever they've been doing.
Yeah, they've been doing some weird things.
On a side note, that Krypton TV show, I'm digging it more and more.
Which one?
Krypton.
I haven't watched it. Is that good?
You don't like it?
I haven't watched it.
Yo, they doing some shit in that show, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff?
Like, yeah.
You can say it, don't worry about
it. Changing the timeline. It's fucking with the present world.
Fucking, they got Zod in there. Like, No, present day.
President. He traveled back in time.
But not Michael Shannon's Zod. Somebody else Zod.
Black Zod.
Black Zod.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy because I guess somewhere along the timeline they did something that fucked up everything. So now like all the corrections are coming back.
I'm like,
crazy,
did Billy
bro.
D. Williams them?
Dude, they
the stepfather, the actor who played the stepfather in Arrow first few seasons.
Stepfather in Arrow.
The black ball guy.
Yes. Okay.
We got a beard.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's real or not.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
But,
so it's interesting. I like it.
Doomsday looks real.
Oh yeah, Doomsday. Yeah, they showed that.
Really? Doomsday and Krypton?
Yeah, they called Brainiac being robbed. Of course he is. This fucking guy.
No.
Yeah, it's definitely a good show. But we digress. It's a different thing, different topic. So we're going from home runs to flops. Let's talk about flops. Apple's HomePod. I called that as a flop when it first came out.
We called that a flop. We called that a flop when they were like
Talking about it. Like, yeah.
Announced this. Like, it does what?
It does what? It's a speaker that works wirelessly, like the ones I have at home. Okay, nice.
Yo, it really was like that, man. We were like, all right, so what's
it doesn't work intelligently with anything you have. Well, that's what's up, I've always wanted something like that. It doesn't work when I need it to work. That's fine.
Yo, this one?
The HomePod? Nah, that's a different Brainiac.
No, that's Doomsday.
Oh.
That might have been him. I just saw him frozen.
Yeah, he was frozen. It's a different Doomsday.
I'm looking around.
So what you guys think? Hit, miss? Do you think they're gonna fix it? You think they're gonna come back with Gen 2?
No,
I don't think so. If they come, all right, they'll probably come out with Gen 2, but they're not gonna fix why people didn't buy it.
Oh, because it's a piece of shit.
Well, no, because
for that money, it's a piece of shit.
Well, it's probably decent sound, but I think the whole closed basically Apple only ecosystem, which is like
that's the
play with other people. It's just music.
I don't think it's just that. I mean, for $400, I expect that to be a banging ass sound. And if you're gonna give me mediocre sound at $400, I can go to Sonos and get two of the same thing. That could be amazing sound for like two. So like, I don't know. I think not only just because it's an ecosystem, I think also because they could have done so much more with the sound than what they did.
That too. But I really think of the ecosystem that was the initial turn off. I think the sound isn't bad.
I think
it had the aesthetics.
I think the sound was not the issue. The sound could have been a concern in reviews.
Yeah.
But to anybody who's gonna buy it, it was never gonna be an issue because you had to be a hardcore fan to buy that.
Yeah.
The issue was for people that is outside the fan base. They're like, I can't use any of my other music apps with it. Why am I gonna buy it?
And at the same time, it's not truly wireless because you can't unplug from the wall.
Right.
You can't take it to the beach. You can't put it downstairs in the basement.
No, exactly.
You unless you power it directly to the wall. So it's not like a truly wireless system where you could just let it charge and then take it wherever you want to go.
Exactly. So that alone was already like it killed it for a lot of people really quickly. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, all right, well that one I guess is officially out.
I know they call it a HomePod, but still you want it to be able to be versatile with the HomePod. Okay, yeah. So moving on to the next one, the Carlos just reorganized. S9. What do you guys think? A flop or a win?
Hey, what is that? What app is that?
There's no app. There's just texting the other day, and you decided to send it out to me.
No. That's the still LG thing.
Yes. Oh. Damn, bro.
No, it looks cool.
So all right, so we're going to the next question, guys. What's the flop? Is S9 a flop or a win?
Not sure. Only because there's some. It's not like a report thing. It's some different. Samsung's moving a little different with this one. It's like, why are you moving this one? Why are you doing this? Like they announced S9s with double internal storage. I'm like, you have micro SD.
What's the point of internal storage?
What's the point? And then the ones that's double have micro SD too. I'm like,
what's the point?
Who's gonna buy this shit? What's the point? What will possess y'all to do this kind of move? Is there trouble in there? I see people are doing a lot of S9 giveaways. I don't hear anybody talking about it. You got one. You love yours. Well, still?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. Yeah.
He's like,
but
I'm okay with it.
I think it's like the same thing we talked about we've talked about it a bunch of times now. It's like it's that the wall.
Yeah.
Like unless you're 2 generations behind,
it don't make any sense.
It don't make any sense. Exactly. Like if you're 2 generations behind, it don't make any sense unless it's a super gimmicky thing like the iPhone 10, which then it doesn't matter how many generations, it has a notch. So if you want a notch life, you get the notch. If you don't, you don't. I think that's mostly what it is. These devices are getting to that point where they hit the wall, and it's honestly between, do you really need that extra better camera for a phone that's going to do the exact same thing?
Yeah.
Like, and honestly, unless you're 2 generations behind or 3, it's not going to make a difference for you. Yeah. So I think that's that's what we're getting to with phones. We're gonna get to that wall where it's like to me, it's amazing because I haven't had a Samsung, so I'm enjoying every minute of it because I come from a different like ecosystem.
Yeah.
I'm impressed that you're saying all these things, by the way.
But what?
I'm impressed that you're just saying all these things after the years of your Apple use and abuse.
I mean, again, you want to be able to free and change some things. You can't do that. So it's like, I mean, honestly, there's been some down things. Like there's certain apps that Apple pays development makers to make just for Apple, which is bullshit. But I get it. You're trying to keep everybody.
Again, that's another thing of the ecosystem.
Yeah, and then I mean, Apple's has long stopped being an innovator to look to. I mean, yes, they're gonna make billions of dollars every year because they're Apple. That's what they do. They make billions. They're definitely a money maker. I think they stopped being an innovator though. So like. Yeah. And with anything, every phone is gonna come to that wall where like, do I really need extra this? Do I need an extra that? Do I need a faster one? They're pretty much gonna get to the point where you're gonna have your phone just like when I was with my BlackBerry. I had it for like 5 years because honestly, it did everything that I really wanted it to, and I was happy with it.
Yeah, so it's like, why do I need to spend more money?
Exactly. Why do I need to spend more money? So
the big question: why do I need to spend more money? In the end, that's exactly what we're trying to figure out stuff out for. So.
Yep.
So talk about world domination. Sprint and T-Mobile are becoming one. They are getting married.
How big are they going to be now?
One or second?
It's still going to be number 3.
Number 3? It's still going to be number 3?
T-Mobile's number 3, Sprint number 4.
Oh, so
they're going to be. There's a huge gap in. They do that number.
So what is it? Is AT&T, Verizon, Sprint?
It's Verizon, AT&T.
But they do that based off subscribers, not off anything else.
Yeah.
That's all that number is. So
yeah.
Verizon being around long as they were, that's why they got there. It'll be a while before somebody takes them out.
And I mean, and the other thing is that honestly, I've had every service from AT&T to Singular with AT&T to Sprint to T-Mobile to Verizon, and I'm gonna tell you right now, Verizon is the only one that I have not have to worry about. Am I gonna get a signal when I need it the most?
Yeah. That's why they charge.
It's more expensive.
Yeah, that's why they charge what they charge.
That's why they charge a premium because you'll know at least if you need to make an emergency call or something, you're gonna get something. Yep. You're not gonna just sit there with your dick in your hand and be like, I guess I'm gonna play with myself now because nothing else works.
Okay.
So, but again, you do pay a price, and if any other company can do the same thing Verizon does, I honestly thought it was T-Mobile because they had a great. I actually liked T-Mobile service when I lived in California, and their pricing. If anybody could come up to provide that service for a lower price, it might have been T-Mobile. Now that they're teaming up with Sprint, I said it before. I said it to you in a text. I hope T-Mobile takes the lead over Sprint.
No, they are.
Because they're good.
The Sprint heads, they're just going to the board.
All right, good. Because if Sprint took over, that would have been a fucking bad move. That would have just been a really bad move.
Yeah, this is all allegedly for 5G. I'm like, whatever. I don't care what y'all do.
And honestly, if that works and they're able to be as dependable and reliable as Verizon for a cheaper price, you're going to see a mass migration. Yeah, because I don't think AT&T has become more of a I've had them so long I'm going to stay with them than anything else.
Yeah.
Other than that.
Yeah, because they're not doing nothing.
They definitely
still fucking getting exclusive devices. Like,
who cares about that?
iPhone's a long time ago. Stop that.
Yeah, for real.
What is it? Isn't the no, not the
Google
Note.
Pixel 2 is the only
Pixel 2.
Yeah, it's a Verizon thing, right?
It's a Verizon or AT&T because it's definitely not T-Mobile. I asked.
No, you know what?
He's like, I asked.
I asked.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Verizon.
Yeah, it's Verizon. Yeah, for now, I mean,
you can get it unlocked.
Yeah.
From Google themselves.
Right.
But you got to pay that unlock. Well, no, I wasn't saying you got to pay that unlock money, but now they got payment plans. They got payment plans on at the Google store as well.
That sounds good. Hold up.
Yeah. All right, so hopefully that's gonna be. Well, do you think? Well, no, it won't make them a monopoly because they're still number 3.
No,
they're not gonna come anywhere close to it.
We're not there yet.
No, definitely not. So moving on, Venom official trailer or official latest trailer. Thoughts?
It's gonna flop.
Oh. Perfect, dude. We were just talking about it when we took that mini break.
The first people who say that I've heard say that.
Yeah, why? No, I've said it when I first saw the first trailer. I was like, I don't like the way.
Yeah, I didn't care for the first trailer. I like this one. It has me more interested. Probably still not gonna see it, but.
But see, that's the thing though. You being a guy who reviews a lot of things, to say I'm interested but not going to see it speaks volumes. To like, damn,
Yeah.
The dude who likes to review things is
And
not
mind
going
you,
to
I'm
review
a
this.
fan of Tom Hardy.
I loved it. We were just having this conversation. I love Tom Hardy.
And
I would love to see him as a Wolverine if possible in the future. Maybe like a future
Tom
grittier.
Hardy, hold on. Tom Hardy Wolverine. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, he's gritty. He's like battered, beaten. Perfect. That's exactly what Wolverine's supposed to be.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
I can definitely see that. See, but the thing about that trailer is I understand it's supposed to excite you and you're supposed to see Venom and get excited by it.
He's like, man, look at that early CGI.
Yeah. The thing about it is,
Yes,
is that
the CGI is definitely off.
I'm worried. I'm not even worried about the CGI. I'm worried that the story's not gonna carry.
Yeah.
I really feel like, and I feel really bad for Tom Hardy because in the end, Tom Hardy,
He's gonna bear the brunt.
right? And I'm like, and if you look at his body of work, he's pretty good when it comes to making his selection of movies. So I want to know exactly what he read and what's gonna come out of it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like that's really what's bothering me more than anything. Because if he's gonna say yes to a superhero movie, the storyline better be really thick, or the cast has to be something that amazes him to the point that I want to do it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. The cast is kind of crazy solid.
Is it? Who's in it?
You got what's his name? Rez Ahmed, who's playing like the bad guy. You got Heath Ledger's baby mama playing the ex-wife.
Sure was okay.
Who else is in it? We still don't know who's voicing Venom. Our boy Woody's in there. I know he's playing Carnage.
Wait, what?
You know, Woody Harrelson's in there.
Wait, but Carnage is in it too?
They got other symbiotes.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I know.
That's right.
I know he's Carnage. You don't get Woody to play symbiote number 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, you can, but that would just be in a gross.
Do you think they're gonna show him in this one, or there's gonna be a sequel to where?
No,
Carnage
I think
comes out?
he's in there. I think
as
he's
Carnage,
in there
or as like it's gonna be an end credit where you see Carnage.
Yeah, maybe end credit, maybe the birth.
Of Carnage.
Maybe not quite a fight. It might be. He might be like the guy.
This might be the surprise that they're holding back for the
think,
teasers.
I think that's what it is.
Okay.
I think that is. Question is, will they show it in the last one? Or are they gonna wait till like, yo, you gotta see it because you Carnage in there. Like,
Yeah.
And, you know, and Woody Harrelson just tapped into his old natural born killer days.
Well, yeah. Well, do you think that would, if another trailer, a final trailer comes out and it does show pieces of Carnage, will that change your idea of it's gonna be a flop, or a win, or whatever?
I think it's gonna be
Flop either way.
I think it's gonna flop anyway. There's not. It reminds me of that
Carlos
kind of
doesn't
movie.
care.
Yeah, see, it reminds me of the kind of movie when you see a trailer, it's only the good parts of the movie. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, that was really good parts to what
That's the problem.
Okay.
The problem. That's the problem that I'm getting. The whole trailer and
I'm
everything.
hungry. That's not. That's not wrong.
Yeah, like
I'm starving.
It's okay.
Nothing's wrong with me. It's not gonna smell it.
see, yeah, the problem that I'm having is that if you look at the trailer, right, and it's meant to tease you and excite you about it, but it also looks like we scoured the entire movie and these are the best parts.
Like these, like the stories paint by numbers.
Yeah. $5 says this is how the story's gonna come out.
Like this.
The entire, you know what's gonna come out? I was trying to think of a movie. This is gonna come out like the first Hulk, the Ang Lee Hulk. This is gonna come out where you're gonna see nothing but talking and drama.
Bana? What's his name?
Yeah, Eric Bana.
Bana.
Where you literally are gonna see nothing but drama and talking for the first hour and a half, and the last 20 minutes
he didn't
is
turn
gonna
the
be
Hulk.
that, and that's it.
He didn't turn the Hulk to like second half of the movie. Everybody like, yo,
Yeah.
what the fuck? I can't see the Hulk not banner.
Exactly.
The Hulk. Like,
The way they make that trailer, that's exactly what it looks like. Where you will
I don't
only
think
see
he's
it at the
gonna
end.
be Venom. I think Venom maybe, maybe halfway.
See, for me, I think the biggest
So they gotta
thing,
build.
for me, the biggest flop or a failure for what the movie looks from this trailer is the character development that Tom Hardy's playing. Because we had this off-camera conversation where it appears like he's supposed to be an investigative journalist, but he's playing he's playing like, you know how Rocky's character is, like very like the way he talks is very slow. He's like he takes a long time to like say things and respond. He's like. He seems like that kind of reporter, but those kind of reporters aren't investigative. Those are kind of reporters who do like obituaries or high school. Like they don't.
Damn! Oh my god!
Yeah,
Christ.
let's be honest. You're not gonna go out there like softballing questions. If you're gonna be go getter, you're gonna go with a cutthroat. The cutthroat reporters get those like, New York Times exclusives that Stormy Daniels fucked Trump or something. Those are the guys who go for it.
Well, he might be that kind of reporter.
From the trailer, he seems like a guy who's like a current affairs. I don't know. I mean, just the character development. I think maybe some choices. I don't see him being this investigative journalist. I see him being more of a person who doubts himself way too much.
Right.
And I don't know. I don't think that's the character that from the comics, which I remember.
What I'm trying to say.
Lethal. You got to keep in mind, this isn't quintessential Eddie Brock. Yeah. This is Lethal Protector.
You know what I think.
So this is Road to Anti-Hero.
Yeah, but what I think is that when this movie flops.
Damn, right? He's still in the flop.
No, I'm still shooting for flop. When this movie flops, Sony's gonna look for a way out, and what's gonna end up happening is Disney's gonna come in and be like, I want that character too. That's what I think is gonna end up happening.
But Disney can come at any moment and say that.
Well, but they're still holding enough leverage.
Well, no, because the deal is only for X amount of movies, and that's where Spider-Man goes back.
Right. See, but that's what my point is. My point is like, listen, we're gonna want it all, and
that's for now,
right? But
because Disney's Gauntlet, they have. There's a space there for Sony Pictures. If you haven't seen it,
that's what I'm trying to say. Like, no, but no, he's right. But what I'm trying to say is that if you think about it, right? Like if you look at how Sony has been playing, they haven't been scoring major hits lately at all.
They have
Venom is like top bottom of the ninth, all runs on base. They have to hit this.
Yeah, they're not the New York Yankees.
Exactly. And what's gonna end up happening is that if they flop, they're gonna be so weak. Anybody could come in for a takeover.
They're already weak. Like this new CEO of Sony says that he's okay with letting go with their Sony Pictures division.
Yeah,
he's all right with
division. He's like,
right.
Like, we can do without you guys,
and that comes with all the rights. So that I bet you that's what I'm telling you.
That's gonna be the next play for Disney.
Venom is gonna flop, and when it flops, Disney's gonna come in.
Even if Disney just buys them just so they can get all the Marvel characters and then sell it again, just for whatever.
That way they can just do it there.
They can get that little fifth stone.
They just dismantle it and keep it moving.
Like we doing all the work anyway.
Exactly. Well, all right. So you see it as a flop. What about the new trailer for Deadpool 2? Final trailer. What's your thoughts?
Yo, I think
it's been 2 weeks since we recorded, so then you're like,
yeah, it's been a while, but the best way I could say it is how Disney and Marvel have figured out the formula for their PG-13 superhero movies. I think Deadpool has figured out their formula for the rated R superhero movies.
I mean, they could just basically do anything because it's rated R.
Yeah, but the way he's figured it out, he's staying comic book accurate.
And I understand what you're saying. Like, there's some characters that just can't be PG-13.
Right.
There's some characters that just
shouldn't. Yeah.
Like Logan was perfect. Like that was perfect.
Spawn needed to be rated R long time ago. But the new one. Yeah. But there's some that you just.
Some characters.
Matter of fact, talking about that, we're gonna go back to. I have to go back to Marvel Universe real quick. Moon Knight is gonna be in the Marvel Universe. Is that official? Or is that a rumor?
I don't
because if you know anything, if you know anything about Moon Knight, Moon Knight is
wild.
Yeah, Moon Knight is like rated R.
He is schizophrenic Batman with Punisher tendencies.
Yes. That's why I'm like Moon Knight in the Marvel Universe. I'm like,
So Eternals, Moon Knight, Nova are somewhere on the plate on Phase 4.
If Moon Knight is in it, they're going R. If they try to make Moon Knight PG-13, it's gonna be weird.
Yeah, I don't think Feige said they wouldn't do it. They just like it has to make sense.
It has to make sense. That's why they haven't added Adam Warlock to the Avengers. Because right now at this point
he's not there yet.
He's too heavy of a backstory.
He's still in the cocoon.
To just throw in there.
But they changed it. So.
But I saw that and I was like, wait, no, you can't. Like the whole rated R thing, like the way Deadpool has himself set up as a rated R superhero movie, it works because again, it's a Deadpool. He figured out how to do it. They figured out how to incorporate his humor and his raunchiness and make it work to the point that it's the highest grossing rated R movie in history.
Yep.
So they're about to try to do it again, and they're throwing cable in there. If you've seen any of the trailers, damn it, I think they got it right again.
I think so.
You know,
I'm just mad.
I want to see Pete.
I'm pretty mad that Josh Brolin gets to play Homer Simpson's purple brother, and at the same time gets to play Cable.
Grimace.
You called him Grimace. I love that.
He's making bank, people. He's had 2 Marvel.
Yeah, you know what I like?
Major characters.
Cable's a 5-movie deal.
Yeah, easy, and he's gonna get his own movie. So like,
I don't know if you guys. Just a complete side note when it comes to like pop culture.
Thanos might get his own movie too. We don't know.
Yeah, because they may not kill him all.
What do you call it? Ryan Reynolds he's doing the press tour for Deadpool right now, and there's fans and everybody dressing up as Deadpool and stuff like that. Somebody cosplayed as Pete from the trailer.
Of
Yo, the full thing, the beer gut belly, the hair, glasses, the goggles, the jumping goggles, and a parachute. And yo, that was like, that person got that off. It doesn't look good. It looks like a really bad cosplay, but at the same time, it looks like a really good cosplay because someone said everyone's gonna go for the superheroes. Damn it, I'm gonna be Pete. Like, I was like, yes, I'm going for that one. Shatterstar looks interesting.
Yeah, it was a little weird.
You know, no, I think they're gonna play right. I like how I want to see.
It's a little rough translation, but we'll see.
I want to see what Domino's gonna be like because, like, if you haven't noticed, Domino's been dead center in a lot of the posters and.
Well, that's the thing. During reshoots they added
more
not reshoots, test screening. They added more Domino, more cable.
Really
loved it.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that would make sense since if you want to make your own.
Yeah. What I think they need to do is then they need to get rid of the X-Men universe and just throw the X-Men universe into the Deadpool universe and we're good. I really think so, man. Deadpool figured out how to do the mutants right.
Well, they're doing X-Force, so
right. They figured out how to do the mutants right.
It's not impossible.
You know what I mean? That's the thing. Remember we always had this thing about the X-Men movies suck and this is why?
The X-Men movies sucked because casting and the script, the very first script, was totally out of whack because it had the new mutants or the original mutants with the newer mutants coming of age together. I'm like, whoa, time the fuck out.
Yeah, start back then, right? Exactly. And what I think
Thor's not even part of the original. What the hell? Where's Iceman? What? He's a kid. How the fuck did you fuck that up? Like,
it's really just follow the script that was written for you. That's all.
Yeah,
it's really not rocket
it's real. It's right there. Go
Somebody already wrote this. Just follow that.
Just follow that. You'll be fine. Everybody else is doing it.
And honestly, the movies that followed pretty accurately to the superhero, like
those are the ones that do exceptionally well.
Yeah, or critically praised. I mean, my opinion, still Watchmen is still an awesome movie. Yeah. There's a lot of frame for frame shots in there.
Even Harry Potter, like, I mean, it's not a comic book,
right? But it
follows, and then that's a fucking Goliath of a fucking movie. Lord of the Rings follows the book, and that's a fucking Goliath of a fucking trilogy.
So if you look at them, like, all you gotta do is just follow.
Because there's already a fan base. There's already a love for how the original story is. So you could deviate to a certain extent, but don't fucking go or laugh when you're supposed to go right.
Talking about a book to movie thing. I read the Da Vinci Code before the movie came out.
Oh, true.
You read?
How disappointed? Yeah. Stupid.
No. Want to know what's funny? It's actually probably more accurate book to movie than including Harry Potter. It's scary how accurate.
Even more than The Shining.
I've never read The Shining, to be honest with you. You
know, I love the movie.
Stupid. But if it looked like I think it was Ron Howard that did that one, right?
Shining? No.
Come on, that's cool, bro. Come on. Da Vinci Code? I'm pretty sure he did Da Vinci Code. But the thing about it is like
he's gonna look it up when we talk.
It's like Ron Howard. The director was like, "Yo, I cannot change anything."
And that's Ron Weasley's uncle, right? Ron Howard.
You're stupid. if nobody knows who Ron Howard is, Ron Howard. Okay. If anybody doesn't know who Ron Howard is, he started in like Green Acres or something back in the day and went into directing.
No. Happy Days. Hey.
Happy Days.
Wasn't he in Andy Griffith's show?
I think it was Andy Griffith's show.
Was it?
Yeah. Go farther back. Go farther back.
I don't know if he was Andy Griffith. I know his big star came when he did Happy Days with the Fonz.
Shout out to his brother. He's just in every movie, a lot of random movies. He's trying to. The Gunn brothers trying to.
Goddamn right he is.
Trying to replicate that.
Come on, he was Capcom in Apollo 13.
Yes.
like that guy was in everything. The way Da Vinci Code was done, you could almost tell like the director was like, I can't change anything. I have to follow the book.
Yeah.
If not, I'm dead.
And some things you can't
right. And
you just follow the book,
and that's it.
For example, with the Passion of the Christ, Mel Gibson just basically opened up 2 books in the Bible, says we're gonna do these 2 books, and that was it.
It's not rocket science. Bro.
Not rocket science. If there's already an established cult following for a specific thing, you could deviate to a certain extent, but don't go. Because I guarantee you, if you didn't have the snap of the finger in this fucking Avengers, there would have been a shitstorm. There would have been a shitstorm.
Here's another one. Dark Knight Rises. Bane is in the movie. Anybody who's a comic book guy is like, if Bane does not break Batman's back.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Then what's the point? You know what I mean? So I was like. All right,
exactly.
So it's like, listen, there's some things that's exact. So my opinion is the way they have Deadpool, the way they're setting up that world is a perfect way to set up mutants. They don't need to go crazy about it. If you want to keep it R, but throw the mutants in there. Period. Don't try to give me the Phoenix Saga in a 1 hour and a half movie because I bet you it's gonna be an hour and a half.
I think doing the Cable and the X-Force and all that it's fine. But for them to actually do X-Men, they're gonna have to rethink it.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to sit back and be like, where the fuck do we?
Saga, dude. They need to stop.
Well, I mean, that's already been in the works, so they can't really like whatever's already in the books is in the books. They can't.
And that one sucked. The Last Stand.
Yeah, that wasn't really a Phoenix Comics, but it ended really horribly. So moving on to our favorite Marvel.
We could really rant about that movie.
Marvel TV shows. Luke Cage trailer 2.
I haven't seen it. No, I haven't had a chance to see it.
I didn't see it either.
You see it either?
Was it good?
Okay, you tell me.
Yeah, tell us.
All right, watching it right now.
All right, guys, we're watching it right now. Right, give us 2 seconds.
Rod, you can start describing everything about it.
Yeah.
We can pull it up.
Go ahead, talk about it.
All right, so they show what we saw. Yo, Luke Cage, blah, 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 that bullshit.
That bullshit?
So he's shooting a commercial. Who
called it? Was it you, Carlos? Somebody called it.
Say it again.
I think it might have been you. Shooting a commercial. He's on his high horse because remember he's been on the run his whole life, so now he's like,
he's a celebrity.
Yeah. And he's out here, he's doing his thing, saving people left and right, boom, 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 and then he run up on somebody and just come out of nowhere in the street and just like do some capoeira kicks and fuck him up. And it's like Harlem is mine. So it's a Jamaican guy called Bushmaster.
Wait. Oh my, you might have to switch spots, bro.
I can see it, bro. I got glasses.
I'm Luke Cage.
Hold on. Guys, hold on a minute.
You know where to find me. Got it all, man.
Yo, for real?
Everybody talking about Luke Cage like he's
I mean, the cinematography looks nice. That's better than the first one.
the bulletproof black man. For the hard rocks, he's a ghetto boogeyman.
Oh, God. Might as well turn this into a reaction video.
Silly guys. You gotta know we tried, man. I ain't no joke.
But one man cannot save a community.
You can't keep doing what you're doing. I have no idea what you're talking about.
And believe me, Luke Cage is nothing but a man.
Damn!
It's mine.
Damn.
Hate to see such a positive brother like Luke Cage go down like that.
Of course it went viral.
You hurt you. You're not invulnerable.
Anyone who can take you on barehanded can't be good for Harlem. I gotta find him.
Okay.
I'm digging this now.
You hope you never have to find out.
Uh-oh.
It's a Bushmaster, and I'm coming.
Oh. Okay.
Raw, but never brutal.
Sometimes brutality gets shit down.
Okay.
All right. So far, so good.
Okay.
Harlem doesn't
Hold
need
on.
a hero. It needs a queen.
The darkness that you deal with every day,
Yep.
it can consume you whole. If you let it,
Okay.
don't let it.
There's no white women in this
Wait.
Just so we're clear, I'm not in the market for a
Uh-oh.
Who says you're not my son?
one. Told you.
Yep. We're about to call him Misty Knight's in there.
me. It's my show.
Uh-huh.
All
Okay.
Right. Definitely better
Okay.
trailer than the first one. I don't approve of the black on black crime, but then you gotta go somewhere.
You're stupid. I hope.
They said apparently they sorry to cut you off. Apparently
Right.
we've heard the creators and showrunners are like we've heard the outcries from season 1 about killing Cottonmouth and the rest of the season sucking after he died.
Yo, for
So
real.
they apparently learned a lesson and implemented that there. We'll see.
I hope. Remember how it was almost like an homage to like blaxploitation and stuff like that a little bit.
Yeah.
I hope they lessen that a little bit and stick more to a very strong story. Because right now that trailer makes me want to be like, I want to know what the story is. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
all, so.
I kind
I'm
of have an
interested.
idea. It's Bushmaster. It's he's gonna be linking up with Danny.
Okay.
Like, all right, you're strong as shit. You know how to fight. With
Right.
It. It's like Superman and Batman. Like, all right, you the man, but if I take your powers away, I kick your ass.
Yeah.
So Iron Fist is gonna train him, so I guess he's gonna go hand in hand with
Iron Fist, our favorite Marvel TV show.
Nobody talks about Iron Fist.
He's gonna be better. It looks like he's on the path of getting better. So
it looks like they realized how bad he was, and
we'll see.
Something.
I mean, they already shot season 2. It's already in the can, so we'll see.
Well, hopefully they shot it with a better budget.
If you've ever wondered why, that's why.
Yeah. So you mentioned Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. What's
Are we going back to that?
I mean, you touched on that. The Eternals.
Yeah, the Eternals, Moon Knight, and Nova are on the books, are on the slate. Not official slate, but they're in development.
So how far do you think this takes us out? Like another 10 years or no, 5 years?
Next phase.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's.
Well, is it starting the 4th phase though? I mean, every phase lasts like 3 or 4 years though.
Well, yeah, technically each phase lasts a couple of years.
Yeah,
but no. But I think the phase is gonna start with the end of the Infinity storyline.
Avengers 4 is the end of Phase 3.
Right.
And I think Spider-Man 2, I think, is the first movie to come out after that. So that will be the official kick of Phase 4.
Which will last probably 4 or 5 years.
Probably.
Something, yeah.
About 3 to 4 years.
They're cranking out more movies, so Phase.
Yeah, they are. They definitely are cracked. But then again, they have all these superheroes on like.
They're on slate. They say, I just heard they just took a meeting with like 65 different directors.
If they're just doing a slate, I don't think Eternals.
Yo, they call me or anything? What the fuck? Maybe they got my number.
How dare they?
Don't forget to call me. We're gonna put my number.
If you had
comments,
Omar as a director, if you
go.
had one movie that they call you for and say, "We want you to direct this movie," which one would it be? Would it be a Star Wars? Or would it be like some Schindler's List kind of thing?
You know which one I would want to do?
Go.
If I had the opportunity to do, I would do a prequel.
To what?
To Wolverine.
I would say To Wong Fu.
Yeah, not To Wong Fu. That would have been a great prequel, though. To Wong Fu would have been a great prequel. But we don't have the great...
To Wong Fu, thanks for everything, Julie Newmar.
Patrick Stewart is dead, so we don't have... Patrick Swayze.
You said Wolverine.
Yeah. But, like, you know how
they good one.
The origin?
Yeah.
Not the shitty one with Sabretooth?
Yes.
But like a real good one where, like, you see Weapon X. Like, him become Weapon X. Like the real one, not the shitty knockoff.
Fast forward his Weapon X.
I want to see him like from the comics where he loses the love of his life. He's in Vietnam. He loses the love of his life. He gets picked up for the program. He goes through this shit. He loses his fucking mind and his memory. He just starts from scratch, killing everybody. I want to see. I want to see the Wolverine that makes Deadpool look like a pussy. That's the Wolverine I want to see.
Yeah. That sounds interesting.
Yeah,
that does sound interesting. I ain't even front.
You want to see why he was that guy.
Why he's that guy.
Right.
In the other X-Men movies, he's like.
You know he's that guy, but he doesn't show you he's that guy.
Why.
Right.
Yeah, or he doesn't really play it that well to show you that he's that guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, for a superhero movie, if it was a regular movie, I'd probably go something else. But for a superhero movie, if I had to pick, that's the one I would.
Rod, if you had a chance, out of curiosity.
I'm doing Batman.
Do
of course
Batman?
you would do Batman.
I thought you were gonna say Spider-Man with the Morales kid, but I think the Batman. That's fine.
I'm not super versed on Miles Morales. I know of him. I know a little bit of his background, but not enough to be like, "Yo, I got this."
Okay. What about you, Carlos?
Superman, 100%. Superman, 100%. Come on, Superman, 100%.
It's been done.
You see Justice League yet?
No,
I didn't see Justice League.
It's not free yet. When it's free, he'll see it.
He's a great arc.
Dude, I work like.
Oh, you trying to say he don't work because he's a black man?
No,
that's racist, bro.
This guy's very quick to jump the gun, bro.
I always jump the gun.
So
that's why I couldn't be a cop, because I'd be shooting motherfuckers left and right.
That's my guy.
Yeah, so I couldn't be a cop. I'd be shooting motherfuckers.
Yeah, no, it's not even like that. You get it. You know what's up. When I have time, I watch it, but right now I barely have time.
I haven't watched it either.
Wait, hold on. Matter of fact, tell me the story.
MVP of the movie. That's why I like.
Yeah. Really? I think he was dead.
No, so like, yeah. See, the thing with me,
the whole world fell apart.
Yeah. The thing with me is. I mean, the story just to go see Infinity War, like it took me like 2 different days to go see it.
And then he didn't talk to us for like 2 weeks.
I couldn't talk to him.
Yeah, he didn't. That's what
I was like, yo, wait, true story.
He responded to emails.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you exactly why.
Why? Tell us why.
So we were talking about, yo, we're gonna go meeting. Anybody see Infinity War? I was like, yo, nobody talked to me until I see it. This guy over here was like, oh, come on, man, we already know Falcon and Cap die. I'm like, I don't know this.
I was partially right.
But did you even see it yet?
No,
but I'm not aware of that. But I am not aware of that. I don't trust nobody in the situation.
I was partially right, though, because
you were partially right, though. You were partially right. But the funny part is the thing with me is that I had a traumatizing event when I went to see The Sixth Sense.
Because you already knew they were dead.
No, they ruined it for me 30 seconds before the big reveal.
How? Sylvia was Sylvia?
No, somebody I was with, like basically shouted it out.
Like, damn.
Yeah, and I'm like, and I was, basically, that's exactly what happened. And I'm like,
see, that's why we can't have nice things.
Yeah, that's what. After that, I was like, nobody tell me anything. It just for me, I love us. Yes,
you want to see
I want to experience that.
Yeah.
So that's why when it comes to matter of fact,
bro,
yeah,
2 years, yo, we have not.
M. Night Shyamalan. Okay? When he was in his prime. After that,
that's kind of a low blow, bro. You didn't like the last one?
What, Avatar?
No, Split. That was a good
Haven't
movie.
seen Split.
Oh, okay. You don't like it.
I already know the reveal though.
He did a movie before Split.
Lady in the Water?
No, that was years ago.
No, he did a movie before Split, like maybe like a year before. It was like with the kids.
Double. In the elevator?
No, you're going too far back.
Look who came to visit with Grandma's house.
Yeah. You saw that one?
Was that good?
I heard it was good. I didn't see it.
That's based on Hansel and Gretel, right? They try to put the kids in the ovens and shit?
No, that's their grandparents.
Yeah, that's grandparents.
Yeah.
They were talking about, like he started having a resurgence when he did the
good,
devil
though.
in the elevator.
I didn't know he did that, though.
I've heard good things about
it. All right, so I'm going to put that on my list.
No, but when he was in his prime, right? I was like, listen, after that incident, I ain't going to none of these movies with anybody else except myself.
And that's why he stopped talking to us for 2 weeks.
Yes, pretty much.
So
this guy decided to be like, yo, I was like, yo, I'm ignoring everything these guys say. Yo, y'all text each other. I saw it. I was like, not talking to him until I see the damn movie. I love y'all. I say it because I love y'all.
We took the conversation off of it anyway.
I wasn't sure of that. I had to keep myself safe and secure.
And so if you're wondering why we didn't record in 2 weeks.
This guy right here.
He had issues. Fucking earth over here.
Just to see one movie that he wanted
Damn it, yes. I had to keep it. But you know what? My jaw stayed dropped throughout the whole movie, and it was worth it. It was worth every second of it. I love it. Yeah, screw you guys.
All right, moving on. What the fuck is up with Kanye?
Wow, we could go on for a while.
Yeah, that would be a whole different episode. So,
I'm
gonna give you my opinion. Can I say my opinion?
Kanye went off and said really, really stupid things. Go.
I think it's a Kardashian curse. Like they fucked up OJ. They fucked up Kris Jenner. Now she's Kathy or Caitlyn. I don't even know which Jenner she is now. What's his name? Odom is fucked. Like, if you're fucking a Kardashian or a Jenner, I'm gonna tell you right now, you better get into drugs or you better plan your suicide because it's like these women. Like, I don't like to put down women, but it's like if there's ever a curse, this might be the modern day curse right here. I'm not about that. Yeah, the patterns. It's all in the stars. You can tell. Like when somebody's in the poisonous relationship, this is a poison relationship. It fucks with your mind, gets into your heart.
Did you guys see? I think my favorite thing that came out of that whole thing was that thing that Snoop Dogg actually posted up. Did you see that one?
No, I heard of it. I don't think I saw it.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it for you guys.
Was like, yo,
no, Daz
was for real.
Daz was gangster as hell.
Yo, he's like, you don't come around here. Yo, that was as LA as you fucking get. If you don't know about LA, yeah, that was as LA as you got. They tell you don't come around here, they mean that shit.
Yeah.
You don't come around there. So yeah, homie's like been banned from LA. So don't do any shows on the West Coast, Kanye, for a long time.
You know you're going on tour
until you get your pass. Because
you
know what happened to Biggie and Tupac? I'm not gonna tell you, but they made a movie about it. You can watch it. You see the ending.
I'm not sure if any of those are accurate though.
Yeah, I mean, not that they're accurate, but the ending is accurate. You know, so
yeah, I mean
that's probably the only thing they got right.
They already know, yeah.
But yeah, so Kanye, yeah, I mean, why do you think he's doing it? You think he drank too much Kool-Aid, or?
I think it's a mix. I think it's a combination of what you said, trying to be trolly, and then just super like.
This is what he put.
We're allowed.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Look, Snoop Dogg put a post that says, and I quote, "The evolution of Jay-Z and Kanye show you how influential your wife can be to your life."
Ooh.
That's mic drop right there.
That is one of those where you're like, you say that and you're like.
Walking out right now with my hands still like this. You see this?
No, seriously, that was
I
read that and I was like, damn, he killed that.
Yeah, and Snoop, let's talk about Snoop for a minute. This man has been on it since the day he came on the scene.
Nope.
He ain't never missed a beat. He ain't missed an opportunity.
Nope.
Shout out to Snoop.
See, but watch the show on YouTube. It's amazing.
See, but that's the thing.
On it.
Yeah, see, because that's the thing. I mean, and what you said about the Kardashian curse, I definitely agree with you. I think the level of, like, we always knew he was eccentric, and we always knew when he opened his mouth, really dumb stuff came out. We've already known that.
Some sort of mental.
But he went on another level
with that shit,
with that choice slavery thing.
Yo,
I was like, yo, I'm not even black, and I was like, yo.
Yeah, I'm sure some fucking.
I'm offended for y'all.
Some members of the KKK were like, whoa. They were like, whoa. Yo, who said that? Kanye say that? Nah, that wasn't Kanye. A black man said that? I'm like, give that man a membership right now.
And I'd like to point something out. Kanye said he's still running for president in 2020, bro.
Well, I mean, look who's in presidency now. That might not be an off choice.
Man, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, as much as we joke about it, like.
Yo, did you see when he went on TMZ and that guy cursed him out, basically?
Yeah. Yo, he got live. It was live.
Did you see the video after that where Kanye is chasing the guy up trying to apologize to him?
Yeah.
I love that.
You can't.
That's funny because that came on after, like, literally after I finished watching the Charlemagne interview, which is probably the only time I really watch interviews because I'm like, I asked Kanye a lot because I don't.
He didn't bust out a "you don't have the answers."
Yeah, I'm more
moment, did he?
Ebro in him, but no loyalty. Just
so he didn't bust out a "you don't have the answers" swing moment.
That's a good interview. Of course, he didn't answer questions. That's where he seemed misinformed. And like I said, after I finished watching that, then that happened. I'm like, what the fuck?
It literally, it literally happened one to the next. He left that studio and went to TMZ immediately. So it was like, wow, dude, did you really just open your mouth?
The Charlemagne shit, they shot like, that was like.
Was it?
Yeah, because he had like
that was
the blonde thing. And
liposuction? Like, what the hell?
What the fuck, man?
Nah, dude, it's crazy. I mean,
like, drugs doesn't surprise me, but liposuction, that one surprised me. I'm like, really, dude? Of all people? Dude, do you really think, like, and what's crazy about it is that his people are going to go nuts with the album. I'm like, I already heard some of it. I'm like, what?
I didn't really care for what I heard so far.
Me neither. At all. Yeah, what was that? What was that? Please tell me. Dude, somebody played that for me. I'm like, yo, you're kidding, right? They're like, nah, that's it. I'm like,
real. That's a real shit.
Did you hear it?
What the fuck?
Nah,
tell me
I haven't listened to Kanye thing in about 2 albums. I don't know. He's fall off really hard. I still listen to his old shit. I love his old shit.
Like a lot of people, like, after, like, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Like,
yeah, pretty much.
That's the peak.
Yeah. Not even I think that's just when he started to go into a dark side.
The peak as far as where people stop fucking with him.
Oh, yeah.
Musically, sounding.
Yeah, because I'm like,
probably was cool, but it's not like,
See, and this is the thing. The moment you declare yourself a legend, an artist, a Shakespeare of the modern age, people will look at you and be like, yo, do you understand that Shakespeare died 400 years ago and they still talk about him? Like, you really need to place yourself in a position.
And people talk. He didn't talk about himself. People talked about him.
People talked about him.
You put him a lot more work.
Yeah. You got 300 plus years ago.
Aspiring to be a rich white man.
Yeah. Right. It's like
the red hat.
Because all the people he's listing are rich white men. I'm like, that's cool, but I'm like, they're black billionaires too.
Yeah.
Before Hov and Oprah and all.
Right. It's like, dude, you need to look at the bigger picture, and he really isn't. He's looking at a certain angle of it, and it's not. It really does not. It's not beneficial for him, for the culture. It's not beneficial for any of that, and he has failed to see that.
No, somebody once told me that the reason Kanye is on this little, not binge, but this little like spiral in life is because if you pay attention, when his mom like died,
he ain't been the same since.
Yeah. She was his rock.
100% behind you.
And I guarantee you, she would have not approved of Kim.
Hell no.
She would have been like, hell no. You marry that chick who's been with you since college.
But
for real.
If you go, look like she was starting to turn because look how she passed.
Yeah, that's true too.
Boob job. So it's like,
gotta stay true to yourself, people.
Yeah, but whatever the case.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Get well, Kanye. That's all I can say.
Yeah, listen. Look,
I know you're not taking your meds, psych meds or whatever, but
look, like I'm gonna say it the way everyone has said it for many years. Kanye, don't do interviews. Shut the hell up. Stick to the studio. Promote your music. That's it. That's what I really think. If you want to be remembered, give us something to remember you by. Something that will actually overpower any of these speeches that you've given.
Yeah.
Because that's the main problem. People are starting to forget your music and starting to remember you for your dumb speeches.
For your trendings. That's it. That's not it.
You get what I'm saying? You want to be remembered. Remember, like honestly, there's a lot of controversial artists and musicians that have been going on in the past easily 30, 40 years that we could easily talk about the controversies off the stage, but you will never remember. That will always be a footnote into their legacy because in the long
legacy
run,
was bigger.
The legacy, their music became bigger than any controversy they've ever had.
Yeah,
you're doing the exact opposite.
Yeah, your
and
controversy
you need to stop.
I agree. And speaking of an artist who actually does the opposite, Childish Gambino.
Oh, yo, hold up. That was
that video was crazy.
A lot of people didn't get it, but I'm like,
it was blatant. I mean, at times there's underlying factors, but then some of it's very blatant. Like it's like he made sure you pick up on it.
A lot of people didn't get the pale force and all that.
Dude, there was so much constant juxtaposition in the entire movie.
The concept, the
cinematography,
the performance, the choreography, the music.
Even the way they ended it. The way they ended it with him running and the shadows starting to appear. Like, when you have to, if y'all, okay, hold on, time out. We have to read, because all you literally heard was Childish Gambino. All of us go, ooh. What we really meant to say was Childish Gambino released a music video for his new song called This Is America. Okay, the music video is really more of a performance art than probably any music video I have seen in a very long time.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay? It really is a performance art piece. If you don't understand that, it's very rarely for me to ever say I've seen a music video that has hit me on a psychological level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Very rarely has a music video done that for me. Yeah. This is one of them. And I'll be the first one to admit I'm not really that crazy Childish Gambino fan. I'm okay with him. I don't like, oh my God, you know what I mean? I am a fan of him as an artist because damn, this dude is pulling out is hitting us from so many different media angles.
You got to watch Atlanta.
I haven't watched Atlanta yet, but I ever keep hearing that too.
Dude,
you know,
he's
amazing.
He's director. You know what? He's gonna be Shakespeare for 100 years.
Yes. Yeah. If there's anybody, I nominate him.
He works with the same team, so him and his brother do the writing. They actually did some writing in Black Panther, some script stuff.
They did some writing in the Community too, when they were doing the show, the TV show Community.
I believe it. Yeah. And Hero, an Asian guy. They do all the directing. He actually directs most of the shows, most of the Atlanta episodes.
It was insane. Like, if you haven't seen it, please do yourself a favor and see it. Just because it is bigger than the music. It's bigger than the video itself. It really is.
Should be doing it.
Yes, it really is. You want to talk about somebody that you could be like, yo, this guy is a genius.
Stealing the torch, more like it.
Yo, for real, strong arm that torch. He's like, give me that.
Yeah. He's like, I have the gauntlet now.
It's mine. Yeah, that's really what it is. So definitely see it. It was actually amazing. The juxtaposition was awesome. The way his performance was awesome.
The lyrics are crazy too.
Lyrics was amazing. I mean, everything was just so out there and so in your face. It was amazing. It was shockingly awesome, man. If you haven't seen it, damn it, you need to see that thing.
Definitely.
You know,
it came out of nowhere. I mean, he did
it did come out of nowhere. Like, but you know, sorry. You know why it came out of nowhere though? Because YouTube did not put on a trending for a while because of the fact that it had guns.
Yep.
Yeah. The video, they blocked a lot of his news. So like, if you just knew it because somebody said, "Yo, check out this video,"
word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
It was what you know what it was? It was actually true viral.
Oh yeah, true viral because it was word of mouth. It wasn't because of YouTube.
It's not an algorithm. We made it viral. People were like, yo, y'all need to see this.
Yep.
And it worked.
And it was on everybody's timeline, everybody's story, and like Instagram. I swear to God, it was on everything.
And talking about the whole YouTube algorithm thing as to what they ban and don't ban, the funny part is that, from my understanding, it was trending outside of the United States because the United States YouTube algorithm was like...
It's because the U.S. algorithm of YouTube is a bunch of pussies.
Nutshell version. But yeah, but that's basically was interesting. So the entire world was like, yo, and the United States was like tapping people on the shoulder like, yo, watch this, watch that. Yeah. It, like, we did it ourselves. You know what I mean? And that's something that y'all need to understand. It was awesome. It was...
Yeah.
Damn it, see the damn thing. That thing was amazing.
Yeah, you definitely have to. Make sure you leave a comment or like it and share it with friends who haven't seen it. Yeah,
share it.
Because
please share it.
YouTube
it really
isn't
is something.
help it get there. We are, though.
It really is. It really was something else.
So now go back to some like tech stuff that we haven't really touched much on.
Before we go back there, you want to talk about Black Lightning? You watched it?
I love Black Lightning.
Was it that good?
Praise the Lord Jesus Christ for Thunder, because it is a great combo. The whole that show was actually impressive.
They fought like yo, you don't see heroes like that's comic book shit where they got procedures like, yo, hit them with the thing, boom, 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 boom.
Yo, weird things pop up on my thing all the damn time. No, I don't know what the hell that was.
But go ahead.
Yo, that's I'm not a big CW fan other than the show Arrow, the first 3 seasons. Yeah. But Black Lightning was definitely one of those superhero shows where you're like, holy shit. why wasn't this like the first thing they came out with? Because it is great.
The
writing, the acting. I know it's a lower budget because it is a CW show, but they did the best they could with what they had.
Pretty good budget because they had a short. Most of it went to the music.
They had a short season. Right?
Yeah.
They spent a lot of money
music. And that has a lot of throwback classics too, like R&B.
Music.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's 13 episodes. The CG actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, it's a good show. Great show. Like, and it kind of it brings into the world we haven't really seen on TV is like the family of heroes or superheroes that's being born.
And they're black.
Yeah, so. and they're black. Yeah.
Yeah, he's there. I tell you that he gets fucking pulled over like first 5 minutes, like racial.
Yeah.
Damn. Fuck.
And like it actually the first 5 minutes I mean as a minority I was like, man, that just happened to me so many goddamn times. I was already living in the first 5 minutes. I was like, please tell me you're gonna fuck him up, and he doesn't. He doesn't. But you're like, man, if I had those powers, I'd have fucked those cops up already. But like you really get into it. You feel because you can see yourself in his shoes easily.
Yeah, and you're like, damn, I kind of wish a principal like that existed because he was like really.
Yeah, he was really empowering.
Like,
yeah,
educated.
We need some of those in our.
It's a definitely good show. Check it out. It's on Netflix. Watch the whole 13 episodes. Check it out. It's on Netflix. Definitely check out season 2 once it comes out on CW because it's definitely.
What do you think about Jill Scott?
Yeah, she plays Lady Eve. Yeah, she's in there. She's definitely the guy who plays Tobias. Great.
Crondon.
Great, yeah, he is a great actor.
You notice I gotta be quiet. I'm like,
this guy is, he nailed this.
This started like his second or third acting role.
For real.
From a rapper.
Yeah. Definitely impressed. Definitely impressive as a villain.
He gave him all the great lines.
Yeah.
Wait, who was Crondon?
Crondon, he used to be with Exhibit. He's like albino rapper.
Yeah, albino rapper.
Oh, really?
If you've seen him, you'd be like,
you remember his face because I remember. I'm like, he looks so familiar.
Yo, why am I? Why
he was definitely
this?
Good. Yeah. No. The whole, especially the villains that they had to fight who are also superhumans. It's definitely a good show. So check that out for sure. I was definitely impressed, thoroughly impressed with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh really?
He's a big bad.
Yeah. He's a new villain.
He's like, he's over there messing with the church people. He's like, everybody want to go to heaven, but nobody want to
die. Yeah, he's definitely a good character in that.
Yeah.
So check it out. He's definitely a black lady.
Yeah, on Netflix now. So
yes.
Get some streams in there. Westworld is great. I'm on there.
It's not to start season 2, but.
You saw season 1?
Nah, yeah. So, but I haven't started watching season 2.
Season 2 is still good. I got my wife going back to watch season 1.
If you want a good martial arts TV show, Into the Badlands season 2 just came out. It's on episode 4 right now. They do martial arts justice. The battle scenes just get better and better, and you feel like you're like you know who choreographed these are true martial art stunt coordinators because like it goes chain.
Crazy.
It does go off. Yeah, the first episode of season 2 is like a 10-minute battle scene with swords. You're like, holy shit, how are they doing this? I mean, obviously it's a wire system, whatever, but you're still wondering how the fuck they did it because it's amazing. But yeah, so now you got stuff to watch. So now we are doing a review on the LG G7 ThinQ. Wow, that's a long LG G7 ThinQ.
No, ThinQ.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like thank you, but with the I.
Impression.
Okay, what are your impressions?
I'm actually in the process of banging up a review for this.
This is it right here?
That's it. I like it. It's not... It does a better job of kind of being like jack of all trades.
This is a prototype version, right?
Same thing. Just, I think the software is different, pre-built or whatever, but it's that I have the final one. It's the same thing. You have a power button, and then you have a power button. You got a dedicated Google Assistant button, Vine Rocker, and then just fingerprint. That's not a button anymore.
Really?
They beefed up their image processing because that was definitely lacking. Got the fucking notch for some reason. They call it second screen. I'm like, fucking notch.
What notch?
Does nothing.
The Apple notch. Everybody try to copy.
It has an 8 megapixel in front. I'm like, finally, I went back up because I don't know why I went down to 5. They got portrait mode. They got AI cam, which is okay. Got a DAC inside, quad DAC. With the quad DAC on the inside, they got like a they did something with the internals and make it like a damn resonance chamber, so you can kind of get like a boom box
really
for the speakers.
So like Radio Raheem, you could be just
Dolby,
walking up there.
well, in a sense, like not Dolby, like 7.1 surround sound kind of effect to it. Let me think what else.
Oh wow, this thing has the bokeh stuff too.
Yeah,
It
does portrait pretty decent, pretty good. I mean,
can you expand the memory on
sets
it?
the high bar, so
Can you expand the memory on that?
Yeah, you got micro SD. I forget.
Wow, they actually did a pretty decent job.
4 gigs of RAM. It's
Yo,
I like
bokeh-licious,
it.
bruh.
It doesn't.
I'm telling you,
It's not one of those things where it's strange because it's not something that does like. Not to say that it doesn't do anything well. It does a lot of things good. Not great compared, but the packaging of it all, like I like it. Battery life is okay because it's 3,000 milliamps, so it's like.
Bokeh.
oh nice, oh shit.
Like I said, camera's better, which is always good because LG was like lacking terribly. You still got the wide angle like you do, but supposedly wide angle have less fisheye distortion.
Yeah, I like fisheye. Fisheye is fun.
Oh, you like the fisheye?
Well, it's for more creative uses. You can have fun with it.
True.
Like I need to take
Yeah, I like this lens because it makes me look skinny, and I know I'm not. But
You look like you lost a little weight, but
I would try to, work like.
It's all about the angles.
It's all about the angles, ladies.
It's all about the angles.
Right?
Well, yeah, that's what the ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like it. I'm getting more in depth in it, so review will probably be up sometime next week. I hope.
Keep an eye on that.
Cranking out videos.
If you haven't noticed, go check them out. Check
even
out
though
some guy.
even though I'm not in Cali, still Google I/O.
Boom.
Still.
Yeah, Google I/O.
Yeah, what's up with that?
It's happening right now.
Tell us what's so
You
far.
want to wait the next week?
We can wait till next week.
All right, we'll wait till next week for the Google.
Yeah,
yeah.
Most of that is like filler from when you stepped out.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
about
like
7 minutes.
So we're probably like, yeah.
All right, so the last question of the day is best villain so far in the Marvel Universe of villains.
Thanos killed it, dude. Thanos. I mean, Thanos. I'm trying to think like who else. Killmonger was dope too.
Killmonger. I was gonna go with Killmonger because of the character.
It's still Killmonger.
Yeah. Just the character.
I like.
I think you know what
because we haven't seen that in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Everybody try to be like.
Everybody trying to be apocalyptic. He's just trying to destroy Earth.
Yeah. I mean, like it's like
You can go with the Mandarin from like no Iron Man 3. Nothing. No one. Okay, fine. No.
Yeah. I mean, who do we have? We have Ironmonger.
Yeah.
Whiplash.
Yeah.
Mandarin. Whiplash. We have Loki.
I feel Loki's more.
Malekith. Hela. Hulk was.
Hela didn't really get a lot of screen time.
No, she didn't.
Hela was in
Ragnarok.
Well, Hulk was
Ragnarok.
Tim Roth. Abomination. Thank you. Abomination. Who else am I missing? Winter Soldier was like Red Skull.
Vulture was actually
Vulture
was number 3 on my list.
Really? I like that.
It was like Vulture. It was Red Skull. It was Robert Redford. You know what I mean? Zemo.
Yeah, he was alright.
You know, and Ultron. Then there was Ultron and Thanos.
No wait, what's his name? Star Lord's father. What's his name?
Ego. There was
Ronan.
Ego and Ronan. Ronan was cool too.
I like Ronan. I want to see more of him.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait to see more of him because he's gonna be in Miss Marvel. Captain Marvel.
Same.
Like, it was Miss Marvel.
I know.
They changed it. I mean, the original was Miss Marvel.
Yeah, because they beat
same
her
character.
Up. Yeah. Like she's way more. It's like if you miss comic book at a certain point, like that's who Rogue's powers. She pretty much stole her powers. Yeah. She was in the coma for years.
So yeah, I mean, if you look at all the villains, I guess it would probably be like somewhere between like let's say Ronan, Killmonger, Thanos.
You didn't see Homecoming. Vulture's like.
Vulture's good, yeah. You know what's funny? He played Birdman too.
Yeah.
He goes out to play Vulture. It's like, come on, guys.
Yeah. The irony was too high.
It wasn't lost on me for sure. I didn't lose it.
I enjoyed Birdman.
What about in all of Marvel?
All of Marvel?
Like comics.
Like the comic books?
Nobody's gonna say Onslaught, but I think I'm going for Magneto.
I'm not saying Onslaught.
Like I would say like Magneto. Somebody's gonna like Apocalypse. Mr. Sinister. I'm a Magneto guy. I like Magneto.
Yeah, I like Mr. Sinister. I wouldn't put him as top though.
Yeah, I want to put. I mean, he's definitely a good villain. I wanna put him
That's a good one, right? See, that's the one that gets people. It's like for me, it was.
There's so many though.
Yeah, that's the the.
And then you have the heroes who were villains who turn so it's like those who walk the thin line.
Sorry, I'm a straightforward shooter, man. Magneto was always the man for me. That dude could always just.
You could do it for you.
Well, depends on the situation. Not kidding. Yeah. So that's pretty much it.
All right,
fellas.
It's a good show. Good to be back.
Yeah. Are we back?
Yeah, yes, he's not gonna ignore us for another 2 weeks, I guess.
When's Deadpool coming out?
Don't worry, I'm gonna shoot you all the releases. I'm gonna go to the theater and live stream it just directly to you.
Damn, you just evil. All right, fellas, I guess we're calling it a night, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into the Tech Guy Some Guy podcast. I'm Carlos.
Rod.
Omar.
And I guess we'll talk to y'all next week. Peace.